Most of what keeps people stuck doesn't feel dramatic. It sounds reasonable, sounds familiar, sounds like a quiet conclusion you made once and never challenged. And the reality is that's how lies actually work. A lie once believed becomes a lens, and then that lens becomes a filter, and then that filter produces how you see yourself, how you see other people, and what you think is possible. The thing is that it doesn't have to destroy you overnight. In fact, it never does. It just needs your agreement. Agreements like, I'm unwanted, I don't have what it takes, I don't belong here, people like me don't break through. See, those types of agreements, they're ideas, and these ideas often start early. They start through things like loss and trauma, rejection, repetition over and over and over again. And over time, they stop sounding like thoughts. They stop sounding like ideas, and they start sounding and feeling like facts. And that's when life quietly or in a very loud way begins to fracture. And here's what I've learned throughout that process of that same experience. And that is ignoring and overriding a lie doesn't weaken it. In fact, it usually strengthens it. Lies only break when they're exposed, when they're named, when they're brought into the light. And then not just that, but they must be supplanted, uprooted, and supplanted. And this doesn't have to happen silently. In fact, the better is when it happens out loud. You see, there's something about speaking the truth out loud that reading it can't replace. When you say it, you're no longer just thinking differently. You're actually aligning with freedom, and your brain actually hears what you're saying out loud. And so every time you declare the truth, it's like you drive another nail into the coffin of that lie so that any life that it does have consistently gets restricted, not once, but repeatedly. And freedom doesn't come from wishful thinking. It comes from actually experientially knowing what's true and refusing to keep living as if what's false still gets a vote and a voice in your life, which is why when you speak the truth out loud, it is so important and like you nailing another nail in the coffin. Most of life is not a battle against circumstances, I found. It's a daily decision about which story you'll keep agreeing with and then how your life aligns with what you have agreed. I'm hopeful that this video helps you understand at least one, maybe a few of those lies you believed and gives you an opportunity, possibly even offers you an invitation to exchange that life for the truth and instead experience the freedom that comes as a result of the opposite. I'll see you in the next video.